Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the Kimi ga Nozomu Eien playthrough. Now, today, I don't know necessarily what we're going to be expecting, but I kind of get the impression that we're going to see more on... I mean, it is a weekend day still, so we're probably going to see Hayase and Takayuki visit Haruka again, and we're potentially going to see some sort of development on that. I don't know what else we're going to see. I mean, obviously, we've just come back from Mitsuki just being a little bit of a spy and looking at what Takayuki was buying for her, and obviously then going back and crashing out and her literally giving Takayuki a massage. And I was surprised to see that in the 18+ edition there was no H scene as well. Not something I was expecting, if I'm going to be honest. But yeah. I feel like it's just going to be a bit more of the same. Oh my god, that's hilarious, yeah. Yeah. That's hilarious. I really do wonder if that's how a massage actually feels like. I've never had one, to be honest. Oh god. So somebody's massaging you to sleep and then they are shaking you. They're shaking you to get you to wake up. That just feels a bit contradictory.
Takayuki, 起きて。ほら、起きて。ダメ。そうやってもうギリギリなんだから。シャワー浴びるんでしょ。
Again, Hayase is being Takayuki's mother. I'm doing the same.
はい、バスタオル。
Oh my god, that's hilarious. Yeah, that's fair. You don't really want to bring up something like that. I can see his thought process. I mean, let's be honest. Obviously he's doing it because of the fact that, I mean, to Mitsuki, he's doing it because of the fact that Haruka needs him, but at the same time, I mean, it feels like cheating, and yet it doesn't at the same time. It's a very tricky one because I can't fully say it's cheating. Yeah, it just kind of depends. I think it's cheating only if Takayuki goes to Haruka because of the fact that he is going there for love-related interests rather than because of the feeling that Haruka needs him. I think that's where you draw the line, and obviously that's not the case at the moment. But his feelings for Haruka, they're definitely resurfacing, and that's the problem.
今日は午後からお母さんの買い物に付き合わなきゃいけないの。ごめんね。ありがとう。
Go have fun with your mum. It's such a... I mean, I'm just kind of surprised that I've not really seen an expression like that said before. Obviously, it could be a bit odd when taken out of context, but okay. That's nice to say, yeah.
高之。はるかによろしくね。あ、おはようございます。
Oh, it's Amakawa. I swear, is this person even old enough to work as long as she does? I bet you anything she works full time. She feels like... I just find it really quite funny because we have Hotaru and we also have Mayu too. We just have two people who are really young. They just look way too young to be working in said job, but they're still working there. Oh shit.
先生なら医局にいますよ。一人で行けますか？ご案内しましょうか？
Yeah, speaking of Mayu, she reminds me of her. But the only thing is, obviously, rather than being, well, no, she kind of reminds me of her in the sense that she's a bit odd. I mean, I've never seen somebody pay attention to detail as much as I have seen Hotaru do it.
Hi, いってらっしゃい。はい。
あら、おはよう。今日は起きてるといいわね。
God, she's been sleeping for a long time then. Or there is something else.
それじゃ、行きましょう。
Oh God.
はい、どうぞ。
Who's this? Is this, the father of Haruka? Yeah, I thought so. That's odd.
おはようございます。
Oh yeah. Oh, good, good. She's up. But anyway, I really do wonder what the father must think of Takayuki, and obviously the mother as well. I really feel like so he's called Soichiro and the mother's called Kaoru. So Soichiro, I feel like he's probably really going to be able to appreciate Takayuki for his actions. It's just going to be interesting to see how conversations with them change.
先生、成美さん、おはようございます。
高之くん。ごめんね。昨日来てくれたんでしょ？私、ずっと眠ってて。
Yeah. Yeah, he said that well. I agree. You can't penalise yourself for sleeping.
Takayuki くんに会えないのは寂しかったな。とっても。
Yeah, it really is interesting, this link you could kind of make between after the accident, Haruka's personality potentially getting a bit more childish, and it's kind of emphasized in places like these where it just really feels like she has a dependence towards Takayuki and just a lack of ability to control her feelings for herself. She just really feels like her feelings are fully feelings are fully intertwined with seeing Takayuki. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Ah yes, you want to look somebody else? Want to look at somebody else just to change the subject of the conversation, just to make something a little less awkward. Yeah. What does the word awkward mean? I don't know. Let's look up a definition. Oh, what's the definition? This fucking situation here. That's what it feels like. Oh my god, yeah, that too, yeah. Yeah, it must be very hard. I'd be happy because of the fact that there is somebody that would make you feel like you have a lack of loneliness and like you are, well, somebody that makes you happy, but at the same time, the fact that everybody else, even with their company, she feels lonely, that must hit. especially because of how honest it is as well.
こっちに来て座って。あ、ごめん。お父さんいたんだよね。
God, she totally forgot. She's probably become so immersed in the fact that Takayuki's here that she just totally forgot about anybody else.
それよりね、昨日美月が来たんだよ。いろんな話しちゃった。夕方かな。
That's surprising. That was not something I was expecting at all. Yeah, but it's interesting that she's done this without telling Takayuki. Did it actually happen then? Depends on what she's saying. Either Mitsuki does not trust Takayuki as much as I thought she has, or there is something seriously going on with Haruka in terms of... Sorry, there is something seriously going wrong with Haruka.
何か言いたそうだったんだけどね。結局言わないで帰っちゃったの。
Oh my god, I know exactly what it is. I.e., I am with Takayuki now.
そういえば見つけたら髪バッサリ切っちゃったんだね。私驚いちゃった。
Yeah. And it's actually quite ironic when you think about it like that, because when she saw her with her hair cut before, she wasn't surprised compared to here.
本当の理由って高之くん知ってるの？うん、だってずっと意地になって切らなかったのに。
Oh yeah, he's gonna dodge. He's gonna say anything but the real reason, let's be honest here.
そっか、もうすぐ実業団の試験だもんね。
Yeah, you can really tell that talking to Haruka just really feels as if you were talking... You're talking in the present, sure, but at the same time it just feels like the present is 3 years ago. Yet at the same time it has all of the attributes of the present in, 3 years later, i.e. Haruka's look, and the fact that she's older, and Takayuki being older. It's just really quite funny to think about the fact that them looking older is the only thing that indicates that they are not talking 3 years ago here.
そっか。
Yeah.
それより学校はどう？
Jesus, this must be horrible. I mean, you're just having to totally lie. You're having to say everything. It's just such a close yet distant conversation. I mean, Haruka is very close to Takayuki, but it's still totally distant. She is being lied to, fully. And this is the worst thing. She's being lied to because of the fact that Takayuki is scared about what would happen if she wasn't lied to.
なんか変わったことあったかなって。そっか。私がいなくっても変わんないよね。 行きたいな。
Yeah, he said the wrong thing. God, I mean, I do wonder if Haruka's ever going to be able to recover as well. I mean, with this memory loss, I don't know if that's going to be the case, but I just wonder when she's going to realise. I really do. I wonder if it's going to be soon.
分かってる。
Oh. Yeah, I see that, and this is the worst thing. Obviously it's a good thing that she's acting normal, and maybe that could be an indication of the fact that she's getting better, but at the same time, I mean, yeah, the more you talk normally, the more of a high chance you have to, let a little mistake slip through, let's just say.
鈴宮さん、ちょっといいかしら？
はい。
God, I really do wonder what she's fed. I really hope the answer is not hospital meals.
この手を見てどう思う？
どうって私の手だなって。
Looks like we're not going to get all philosophical here. We're gonna justify why this hand that you are seeing here is not your hand. And it is actually a product of whoever made the universe. It's not yours. Well, it's both actually, but technically, I don't know. But yeah, anyway, I don't really want to think much about that, but yeah. This is actually not your hand.
そう。じゃあ。
Yeah, it's interesting. She's just making her see whether she realizes how her hand looking like, I don't know, she's been in poverty for 3 years. Her hand looking as skinny as somebody who would be in poverty. And still not batting an eyelid. That's interesting. So you just realize that she's talking normally and everything's being totally reasonable. And then you see if that normality is reflected in how she perceives herself.
その鏡に映った自分を見てどう思う？
心理テストか何かですか？
It feels like it, yeah.
まあ、それの専門的なやつ。私はこう見えても医者よ。
I just think it's so funny seeing her lips move, because when her lips move, the cigarette also lifts up and down. I don't get why she has a cigarette here though. I mean, you can't smoke in a patient room with somebody who is very, very vulnerable. I mean, she doesn't smoke. She literally said that she only smokes on the rooftop. But yeah, I just don't really understand what the point of making her have a cigarette butt in her mouth is. I don't know. I suppose it's something that you would only see with somebody like the Motoko. Oh my god, why did I forget her name? Kozuki. Yeah, Kozuki. Is it Kozuki or Kozuki? Yeah, it's Kozuki. Yeah. I saw somebody spell it K-O. Z-U-K-I. And I don't know, I am against using lengtheners in romanized spelling. I use O-U-E-I-I-I. I don't know, any other example? O-U, I don't know if I already said that one, but wait, I did. But anyway, yeah, any examples of lengthened sounds, I am against not using lengtheners like that. And yes, that means you will need to add 2 U's to things like, I don't know, Tokyo, for example, because in Japanese it's T-O-U and then K-Y-O-U. I am against removing those two U's. Anyway, really nerdy Romanization talk over.
すいません。私の顔があります。
ね。
特には。
そう。ありがとう。
今のが何か。
Well, you're gonna have to go around. Well, you're gonna have to definitely answer falsely. Well, without truth here.
いいえ、特に深い意味はないわ。そういえば、なるみくん、時間はいいの？今日は用事があるから顔を見るだけだけどってさっき言ってたじゃない。
Is she just putting words in his mouth, in his brain, or what? Yeah, he's totally lying. Oh, poor her. Oh my god, yeah, you can totally use an excuse like that without her realizing.
あ、そうなんだ。それなら仕方ないね。
God, this must be
平君、予備
insane.
校で忙しいんでしょ？
I really do wonder what somebody like her would think if they realized the truth.
ひどい。今度行っちゃおう。ごめんね。私がこんなになったから。私が元気だったら勉強教えてあげられるのにね。
God. It must hurt him so much to be able to, well, just to play a facade like this, because he probably realizes just how, well, I mean, his life at the moment, it's obviously something that can let him pay the bills, but at the same time, he could have, I don't know, he could have, with studying, and if his studying had gone correctly and he'd got into Hakuryo and he'd got a really good job out of it, well, it's just thinking about what he could have done. Thinking about what he could have done with himself had he not given up and had Haruka been there, and just thinking about how different everything would be and not relying on some stupid, shitty rundown company for employment, but rather, I don't know, doing research or shaping the future really. But yeah, I don't know, maybe he could be thinking that, but at the same time, maybe he could also just be thinking about the fact that it's painful that he has to lie so much. Well, to be honest, I don't even think he needs to be smart for this. I think she's going to easily, well, she might forget things in the future, so yeah. Maybe Takayuki could actually become useful even if he's probably forgot a lot of the stuff. God. I don't get why they are silenced here. I mean, obviously this is just a joke. It kind of gave me the impression that he'd said something bad, but I don't think so.
それじゃ、私も失礼します。
あ、ありがとうございました。
I see. So, Kozuki wants to see Takayuki. Okay. Yeah, what are they going to talk about? Oh, fuck's sake, I keep on fat fingering the...
かなり自分を取り戻してるわね。
She was though, and it was genuinely surprising. And you remember this memory loss talk that we were seeing at the beginning? It just feels like that's totally subsiding. And I really wonder if she is possibly getting to a point where she will be able to return to normal. She really feels like she is, but it's good that she has something to live for, i.e. Takayuki. So as a result of that, I suppose, she's got a lot more motive to recover.
私も驚いたわ。
Even she was surprised. Interesting. Maybe that was just from the excitement of seeing Takayuki. I really don't know.
でも元に戻ったわけじゃないことも分かったわね。
Oh yeah.
なんとも言えないわね。ここ数日の経過を見てみなくちゃ。
God, could you imagine if Haruka becomes well enough to be released out of the hospital? That would be so weird. But then again, I mean, this is the problem. They don't know enough about her illness. It's a genuine gap in their knowledge. So how can they safely send her out? They're going to have to... Well, they are really going to have to spend a lot of time on her.
But もしこのまま彼女が自分を取り戻したらどうするの？あなたの周りの堀は埋められてしまうけど。
I totally agree, yeah. I think you know what she means. I think it's just so sad that her normality is it's just 3 years out of date.
はいはい、感情的にならない。若いうちならまだまだ大丈夫。
I mean, sure, he is still young, but at the same time, something bad could fuck up a lot of his future. He's really got to be careful. Don't downplay it. If you ask me, she shouldn't.
何があっても
The
忘れ
breakup.
られる。時間が全てを風化させる。
That is fair. It will make it fade away, but at the same time, I mean, I kind of agree, but at the same time, I feel like if you, I don't know, for example, cheated on Hayase, it's going to be something that will always be within you, and it's always going to be something you can't forget. I don't actually think the passing of time will make something like that fade away. If he was properly entranced by Haruka's feelings, maybe. But what if it went wrong? What if he, I don't know, for example, didn't want to be with Haruka? He would have hurt Hayase for nothing. Yeah, I can see why you'd think she speaks from experience here.
ところで、なるみくん、あなたのことだけど、彼女の記憶がこのままはっきりしているなら、あなた、もう午前中は来ない方がいいわね。
Is it just because... But, okay, I was just about to say maybe because of her recognition of this big gap in time, maybe that could happen. But at the same time, I mean, surely Akane should stop coming then? Surely even her parents should stop? I mean, they're going to have grown older just a little bit. It may be a bit more subtle, but it still will be there. Changes as a result of age. Oh yeah, that's a good point as well. I was more thinking on the lines of if the new memories are getting more and more strong, then Takayuki is going to be somebody who, well, her view of Takayuki and her recollection of what Takayuki looked like, surely it may contradict with the view that she has of, well, the view he has now. But surely, firstly, that would apply to every single person, but secondly, that would apply to herself. I do wonder if that's going to happen, or no matter how good her memory gets, she will still think that all of the looks now are normal. I don't know. I really wonder. Yeah. Yeah, totally.
そういう設定。これは後でご家族の方にも伝えておくわ。妹さんのこともあるし。
It's so rough and it's just seriously brutal to think about how much they have to lie to her.
突然だけど大丈夫？じゃそういうことで。私に聞いたってわかるわけないじゃない。
Oh my god, that's hilarious. I think it's really quite funny that even though Motoko is a doctor, they speak so informally together. If I'm going to be honest, I'm genuinely impressed that there's not a route with Kozuki. I'll just check. But I don't think there is. Yeah, there isn't. Yeah.
Nani? それわざと?
What, you're so old that you haven't been to school for 10 years? Uh-oh. She still looks fucking cool, even though she is a lot older than the average person who is going to school.
どうせ私も若くはないけどね。ここはフォローを入れるところだと思うんだけど。
Holy shit, he sounds threatening. That's hilarious.
まあいいわ。それより。
She just brushed it off like that. I'm genuinely impressed.
なるみくんはどこでアルバイトしてるの?
Why is she asking what? Oh, wait. Oh, is it really that close to the time he needs to be in work for?
Ah, あの通りに面した?
Oh my god. God, you've always got to promote your restaurant, don't you?
おごりなら行ってもいいわ。まあいいわ。これから行くなら送っていきましょうか。私もこれから外に出る用事があるの。ついでにと思う。
That's really impressive. Even though she is technically meant to be on a shift, she has an errand to run, so as a result of that, Takayuki can benefit from it. Do it, man! You have to pay one less public transport cost. Do it. Yeah, fuck yeah. We're gonna let her drive us. And the choice actually tells us to do that anyway, so yeah.
わかったわ。じゃあ10分ほど外で待っててくれる?
Oh. Oh god, she's like... Well, she doesn't necessarily sound like the type of person... Oh, she's definitely got into a conversation. Or maybe Takayuki is waiting in the wrong place. Oh my god. Oh, no, she was punctual. I bet you we're going to see a really cool CG. Because I remember seeing one in the opening, and I remember finding the fact that she was smoking a cigarette to be quite remarkable. I don't know cars. What is a Diablo car? Devil. What the fuck? A Lamborghini Diablo. You're really telling me that she's rich enough for a Lamborghini? What the fuck? How much money does this person spend on her vehicle? What the fuck? Okay. I feel like Takayuki is really quite knowledgeable about vehicles. I mean, I have never seen somebody who has analysed sexual traits of women with vehicles. And yes, I did just say that out loud. What are you going to do about it? Right. God. Oh my god. Why does it look like these buildings... Okay, they're not on fire, but it looks like they are. It looks like he's going to be ran over. What the fuck? What happened to her car? It was a Diablo. Oh my god. That's really weird. What, she got this second hand or something?
お待たせ。
What the fuck does this person drive? How does she let people in this thing? I mean, yeah, reasonable, but why would you buy a car that is so vulnerable to breaking? Yeah, totally reasonable. An abomination? Yes, I agree. Dude, the fucking windscreen is cracked. How do you use something like that? Oh my god. What, so, I suppose everything going on in the car. I wonder if it's in good condition, all of the insides of the car too. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, I don't know though. Oh god, how fast is she? She's probably going to accelerate. Oh.
え？ああ、ここね。段差が大きくていっつもこうなのよ。
I know nothing about cars, but if I was in a car that had a sound like that, I would instantly investigate. That sounds so weird. Oh my gosh, she's so reckless. And yeah, that too. But I mean, let's be honest, she probably shouldn't care. I mean, I don't think the rest of the car is exactly in good condition.
妹に勧められて買ったんだけどね。
Why did you do it? This is such a waste of money. I mean, if you have a proper passion for cars, sure, maybe you can justify it a little bit. Even though it is kind of a waste of money, but still. How do you have the money for
写
this?
真なんかやってるせいか、こういう洒落たのが大好きなのよ。
Oh yes, my favourite fancy car, the one that is more beaten up than, I don't know, a car that's like 30 years old.
でもこんなに扱いにくい車だって知ってたら遠慮してたわ。
Yeah,
も
fair
う
enough.
面倒で。え？
Are they all because she struggled to drive? Jesus Christ. What? Oh my god.
この道路中が多くて避けるのが大変。
Wait, so what is a power pole? I've never really heard that terminology before. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. So it's a power line. Yeah. Oh my god, that's hilarious. God. Yep. How she well, I mean, she did pass her test, but at the same time, then she got a really shitty car for daily usage. So she's as good as a noob. God. Oh my god, what the hell?
だって遠回りでしょ？
Yeah, seriously.
そうよね。この
Yeah, it
車
must be a proper
幅
pain.
がありすぎるわ。
Kozuki really is not the best with her money. I mean, I'm sorry, but you spend so much money to buy a car like this just because your sister wanted you to? I mean, isn't that a bit ridiculous? How much does it cost? Let me just see. Oh my fucking god. Yeah, so some of them, I see some nearly 2 million, I see some are £600,000. A ridiculous amount of money. She is, why does she have so much money? Wait, what? Oh. Oh my god, that's hilarious. So she's really, really used to going through very, very tight spaces, I see. Oh my god. It's hilarious.
そうなのよ。この車、後ろも全然見えないのよ。車としての自
Yeah, I
覚が足りない
agree.
わね。
I totally agree, but at the same time, I would have thought that these cars are used for racing rather than actual everyday usage. Cars like these are used for everyday usage. Oh. Never mind then.
Ah, ようやく抜けたわ。いっつもあそこは緊張するのよ。
I hope what happens is Daikuji sees Kozuki and Takayuki driving and then misinterprets Motoko for Takayuki's girlfriend. Oh god. Wait, is intersection just another way of referring to a junction? Or what? Alright, okay, so an intersection is a junction where two or more roads join onto one road. Boring. I'm sorry, I could not find stuff like that more boring. Yeah, I still searched it up. I mean, I can't exactly say much in my defense here. Oh my god. God, this car really sounds like. Maybe it's not maintained well, or maybe ideally you would think it's because of her crappy driving. I would bet you anything she is driven into a tree. I don't know though.
あら、またエスト？この車、回転数が足りないとすぐこれよ。作りが悪いのね。
Wait, is that because of... I can't tell if that's because of her driving badly or if it's because of this. Oh my god, she is not safe to be on the road. Holy shit. Yeah, seriously, I can totally see why.
さあ、気を取り直して行きましょう。
What the fuck? This looks like a bad accident. Oh. When is she going to be doing the speed limit? And is she going to be able to do a sensible speed? Who knows? Yep, totally. I wonder, accelerating at a dangerously fast rate in a city... No! I mean, to be fair though, if a road is national speed limit, then you can go there. It's... Well, no, that's not true. There's some national speed limit roads I know where if you do 60, you're likely to put an accident up. It's national speed limit in Japan. Well, okay, 100 kilometers per hour, so they do kilometers per hour. Wow. So it's not really that much higher than ours. 62. Didn't have to give us a very terrifying sound effect there, but true. I wish somebody could, but at the same time, I don't think anybody cares.
この辺でいい?
Yes, here is a good spot. She is offering you an opportunity to go out of the car, leave, even if it's not a good spot. Yeah, he's done exactly what I thought. I wonder how much she uses this thing. She barely knows how to drive, and she's got a car that really isn't right for her usage. And also a car that is very expensive. Did she win the lottery or something? Okay, I'm sorry, but if you have enough money for something like this, why are you doing a job like the one she is doing? Either she gets paid a shit ton for her work, which I wouldn't be surprised. I was kind of thinking initially that, I mean, she works in a hospital, therefore she must have low wages. But and then again, I mean, she's the person who is probably at the top of the team that manages Haruka, so she has to obviously be very involved with her patient, but with the patient that she's managing, but also, I suppose just all of the admin, and also, I suppose just coordinating what to do, really. I do wonder if being a manager of, being a manager of patients where a group of, I don't know, subordinates have to tend towards. I wonder if that could get you paid a lot. Maybe it's just her saving up for a really long time. Still, I mean, like a really, really long time. Or maybe she had rich parents. I think that's the most likely. She had rich parents, so she got inheritance.
それじゃまた
See you around, don't crash your car. Dude, she literally stalls in urban areas. I mean, my god. That's bad. And like Takayuki was saying, is it because of her not knowing how to use the car? Or is it because the car is genuinely bad? I think it's more likely she doesn't know how to use it, to be honest. Jesus Christ, that's probably like an actual representation of what it sounded like as well. God. Yeah, I think Takayuki did a very good move there. Yeah, you only realise how good life is until it's threatened and it may be taken away from you. Oh god. Oh god. Poor her. I'm gonna BRB. Oh god, I feel really bad for Mayu. She's getting into so many accidents. She doesn't deserve that. Look, I genuinely think that. She's working really hard, and even though she is a bit odd, sure, well, she's a bit odd, fucking who cares? But still, I mean, she's eager and willing to work, and she's putting in a lot of hours into her job as well. She does not deserve stuff like this happening. I don't think it's fair. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to go, and then I will come back, well, this time in probably around 22.5 to 23 hours. I have no fucking energy at the moment, basically. Right, so looks like Mayu's definitely in trouble. God, so she's... I don't know, has she dropped a plate? I'd assume that would be the case. Oh god. Oh god. I really hope she hasn't spilt the meal on the way to the customer. If she has, that is the worst occurrence that could have possibly happened. Oh god. I mean, it may be a quiet day, but a quiet day... To be fair, if a day's quiet and you have a customer that's difficult to deal with, it may be as stressful as a busy day. But to be fair, that does depend on just how quiet it is. If there are, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 people in the restaurant for the entirety of the service time, then sure, that won't happen. But if if when you say quiet, you say, I don't know, busy, but not so busy that you would actually want to say busy. So a little bit less than the norm. That is when a problematic customer would make everything seem a lot more busy than it is, and obviously would make your working life a lot more hard. Yep, it does, yeah. Yep. Well, if I'm going to be honest, I mean, I work part-time my job while doing school, and I've been working there for nearly a year and a half now. And if I'm going to be honest, I've not dropped plates for months. I really haven't. I'm not even going to say that I've just jinxed myself, because it never happens to me. I don't know, I've dropped plates like maybe 2 times? There's only 2 times that I can remember. Oh right, so we've got a choice here. What do? Somebody else. Damn! This route requires us to be properly mean to Mayu. I feel bad. Yeah, we're gonna have somebody else help, i.e. Daikuji. Oh my god. Oh god, they're labeling. Boring. Oh. Oh, this is not a label. I thought this was a different scene. Oh my god. Oh, that's awful. I really do wonder what consequence something like this has. Oh my god, they have a notebook like that? That's fucking low. I would never work in a place that has something like that. Oh, yeah, reasonable, yeah. I like that. It's just a proper punishment for a mistake. But at the same time, if it is a mistake and it's not something that you could have anticipated much, it feels really cruel to do a punishment like that. God. I feel bad for the people working in this place. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. So, yeah, instead of Daikuji getting home early, she has to deal with Mayu and obviously her spilling the, well, I don't know, her dropping the plate. Oh, fuck. What? Wait, what? Okay, that's never happened before. Okay, hopefully that should fix that. Right. Yeah, nice. Oh. Wait, hang on. I just think it's so hilarious that Mayu sounds really... She sounds as if she is embarking on a quest at the moment, and this is the final step of her quest. She's done it! She sounds like she is really... like she has really accomplished more than she actually has. I'll tell you what would be a good joke to make in a time like this. She has a head that's fun to squish. Oh, wait, hang on a second. Does she actually have anything in there? Any brain in that skull of hers? Oh god. Okay. Yeah, he's going to give the teacher treatment of well, the traditional teacher treatment of gripping somebody's head at the top and pushing downwards. And making it so that their head touches the desk that they're on. He is here to work. He's not here to be, well, to have false complaints headed towards him. Yeah, he should have. To be fair, I do kind of agree there is. Oh god, so you're gonna then shift the blame onto Mayu. Yeah, she deserved it, let's be honest here. Ah, yes. She does something that is actually really quite out of order to Takayuki, and then she gets punished, and then she wonders why as well. God. Yeah, seriously, if anything, that should be an offense that you should put in the How I Messed Up Today book. Wait, what? She doesn't realise? I can definitely see why Mayu, why Daikuji would get Mayu to do something like this. And, oh my god, her face as well. This has got to be one of the weirdest visual novel sprites I think I've ever seen. To be fair, can't they just cross-check the handwriting and see whether it's the same or not? To be honest, I do wonder how Japanese handwriting must differ, because I suppose there are standardized ways of writing letters, but at the same time I feel like there's just less preference than, I don't know, for example with English, well, with just the Roman alphabet. Because firstly, you have to not join up letters. I mean, how can you join up kanji, for example? You can't join them up. And I suppose a lot of the kanji characters, even though obviously loads of people will have different hands and different ways of gripping the pen and different ways of writing them, they still have a set stroke order. Well, not everyone's going to follow it. They still have a way that they're meant to be written, so I just feel like there might be a little less variation in Japanese handwriting than, I don't know, the handwriting you get here, but then again, at the same time, I mean, there are set ways to write the letters we have, and yet they're so varied with how people write them. I mean, let's just take a normal person at school and then, I don't know, a doctor or something. That's hilarious. Oh my. Oh god. It's not just 2 times, let's be honest here. I mean, yeah, but at the same time, it's still not the best practice to do, because if anybody wants to reference you, and then they look in this book, oh, I don't think that's going to be a very good situation, is it? He doesn't even know.
先輩がそこの欄には高雪さんのお名前を書くようにとおっしゃっていたものですから。
Daikuji is such an arsehole. Yep. God, Daikuji is such... She is so unnecessarily cruel to Takayuki, and then she can't withstand a single 1 ounce of punishment. Yeah, good. Okay, now he's going too far.
申し訳ありませんでした。知らなかったとはいえ、島流し者です。
God, Mayu really does have an odd expression. Why? It looks like... I mean, this is just such a weird pattern. I mean, obviously she's flustered, but why are there parts that are red here and here? I mean, they genuinely look like bruises from a distance, but they're not. They're just her getting red as well. I've never seen that in a character though. It's really odd. And her mouth as well. It looks like it's been stitched on. You do not deserve to be exiled to a distant island. Don't worry about it. Yeah, Mayu is literally treating this as if it's life or death. It's not life or death. Fun fact.
どうしましょう。せめてもの罪滅ぼしに何かして差し上げ
No
な
way,
い
it's a
と。
Higurashi reference. Tsumi Horoboshi.
けどこれは公文書偽造です。
yeah, totally.
だがしかしです。
That is fair. Yeah, just the idea that she's done wrong and the idea that she cannot be forgiven easily and she deserves a greater punishment for her actions. I think that's really funny. I mean, to be fair, she has kind of forged... I mean, there's a difference between a document and some random book that people keep, surely. But at the same time, I suppose if that could be used for your record, it could be influencing something that could go officially. Yeah, totally. And the thing is, Daikuji is such an arsehole. I mean, Takayuki cannot be fired from this job. It is his living. And yet she still does something like this. What is her problem?
Hi.
But also, I mean, Mayu's just totally going to... I mean, she's kind of crying, so... She's crying about the situation. She just wants to punish herself for some reason. No matter how much Takayuki says that it's okay, she doesn't really deserve it. Oh, that was not what I was expecting.
遊びにですか?
Yeah, fair enough.
はい。
I love that he's just talking to Mayu while his hands and fingers are gripping her cheeks.
それは素晴らしく魅力的ですね。はが
Yep, Takayuki's getting mad at Daikuji. Daikuji's getting mad at him. Yeah, fair enough.
そうですね。ははへへは
Yeah, unlike Daikuji. Oh god. Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, she's good if Takayuki isn't around. She's bad if he is. What? Why is my Parakeet not? Oh, I know why. Yeah, that works now. Oh. Oh god, yeah, okay, if that's the case, yeah, he's got to be really quite careful, but at the same time, I mean, I get that he's gone too far, but so has Daikuji, so I suppose at least it's not completely uneven. Oh god. Oh god. Ah yes, because there's going to... Okay, that's a bit dodgy. I just think it's so funny how much Takayuki pisses off Daikuji. Well, to be fair, I mean, I can actually see that. It's just obviously these people, they have a bit of a conflicting relationship. Ah yes, this is very productive work that is going on at the moment. Isn't that obvious? yeah, totally reasonable. Yeah, fair enough. Is he actually going to be able to stop the argument? This is so cheesy. Daikuji Ayu linguistics. Right. I don't think he will freeze Mayu in the fridge and not let her come out. I just think it's so funny. A frozen human being is a popsicle. But the only thing is, unlike a popsicle, I think when they get warmer, they will not melt. Oh my god, how gullible is she? Yeah, seriously. Okay, one explanation, they leave their work because they find somewhere else to do, or they get fired, or they don't want to work anymore, stuff like that. The second explanation, Takayuki has turned them into a popsicle. I wonder which explanation I would go with. I think it's a bit obvious, but maybe not. Wait, what the fuck? So the waitresses turn a certain age and then they're fired? What? That's so fucking creepy. How many absurd remarks is Ayu going to make about Takayuki? I mean, we've seen, for example, ridiculous remarks like I swear that one time where these two were heading home with Takayuki and Takayuki was being made to sound like a paedophile, and now he's being made to sound like somebody who stores human beings in a collection, because that's definitely legal. Ah, yes. Imagine just a room. It has a padlock on. I wonder why. Room with loads of frozen people in.
誠か？今度は私が狙われてるの。大変です。まゆまゆも気をつけないとカチンコチンになっちゃうさ。カチンコチンは嫌々です。
Yeah, I don't really think she's believing you. I'm sorry, but how can she not tell that this is just a little bit ridiculous? Yeah, that's a good point. Ah, you could say that. Yeah, probably a good idea.
あ、待てこら。逃げるな。この。 約束なんかしてねえだろうが、このクソ虫野郎。
My god. So I do wonder if she didn't make any promises and there is no way she is going to give these two money, but at the same time I wonder if they're still going to go out. Can you imagine if Hayase saw Takayuki going, oh, well, not really going out, not going on a date, but just having some fun with Mayu after work? I think there's a bit of an age difference, so I don't think he should do that, especially when he has a girlfriend already. And also another person that could, well, that he may cheat on as well. Shit-eating insect, Jesus Christ. The amount of really distasteful insults that Daiguji has, it feels like it really is too large. Yeah, that's actually reasonable. That's the thing about Daiguji, she will always go where you go, and that's the thing that I would really hate about working with somebody like this. So I do wonder what he's going to ask.
はい、何でしょうか。なるほど。親戚の方の事情が変わりましたか。
Nah, it's not changed. To be fair, actually, it has changed. It's got a little bit better. I mean, that last conversation we had with Haruka, that was one of the best signs we've seen so far. But at the same time, I mean, he's more referring to just how, well, I suppose, how school's beginning and they've got to make it look like they're still going to school. God. What an unintentional roast. I mean, I'm sorry, but if you can say something like this about somebody, there is something wrong going on.
いいえ、私が考えていたのは今後のことです。おそらく今後もいろいろと状況が変わるでしょう。その時に自由な時間は多いほどいいものです。
That's fair. He's really understanding, which is very helpful for Takayuki. I can't imagine the last pedo manager being understandable. If anything, I think Sakiyama is the opposite of the last manager. I mean, dude, this guy's literally had a daughter, of course. And he's more a father. He actually loves people rather than the opposite end of the spectrum.
So そこで考えたのですが、ランチ入りでディナー前上がりいかがでしょう。これだとここが終わってからお見舞いに行くことになります。
He goes in the morning, though. I don't know if that would be the best. Also, that's a really small amount of hours compared to normal.
そして土日のどちらかはお休みというのは
Fuck, that really is a really is a short amount of hours.
まあバイト料にそのまま反映されますから強制はできません。
Oh yeah, I suppose so. That is fair, but at the same time, can you really make enough to live off of 30 hours in a week? That is actually reasonable, yeah.
Oh, wait, did it say and or? 大空寺さんと玉野さんは土曜日がお休みです。
Work on Saturday. Get a Sunday off. Don't have to be with Daikuji. Oh, I don't know how what did I even read there? I thought he said both. It is so, yeah. I know, that's a tricky thing. Yep, fully fair enough.
まあまあ、結論を急ぐもんじゃありません。第一、他人に合わせても仕方ありません。親戚の方を考
To
え
be
ない。
fair, while he would obviously love to have a day without Daikuji, this is very, very true. I love that he needs reminding. But, yeah. Either would work, to be honest, I see that. That's fair. Yeah, totally.
どうしましょ
God, isn't it insane to think about the fact that he is totally having to base his life around Haruka? Haruka is quite literally the center of his life. It's weird to think, but I mean, look at this. He's just changing his entire plans just so that he will be able to see Haruka, and he really is doing what Kozuki said, just acting as a human being. Yeah, fair enough. I don't understand how Mayu and Daikuji are old enough to work full time, because let's be honest, there is no way that these guys. Well, to be fair, Takayuki works part time, but oh wait, hang on a second. I forgot. Daikuji and Mayu, they probably have school at the moment, so when school starts, we're probably going to be seeing a lot less of them, or at least that's what I'd assume. I don't know though.
う。わかりました。では、早速明日からしばらくそのようにしましょう。いいんです。人が入院するということは、そういうことなんです。
It's good that he understands this though, it really is.
娘の時がそうでした。今でこそ女性も積極的に働いていますが、私の時はそうではありませんでした。娘が何より大切なのは言わずもがな。しかし私にはどうしても仕事を放り出すことはできませんでした。生活費、さまざまなローン、
Oh, that's a
加えて
nightmare.
娘の入院費、
Yeah,
そういう
yeah, I
現
totally
実が
agree.
あるわけです。
So rough. Yeah, none of those things disappear, and you have to really maintain the balance of having the stress of somebody that you love being very vulnerable to illness, as well as having to work to the best of your ability because you need the job, and also obviously making enough money. God, it must be hell. It really must be. I feel very bad for him.
干渉だけでお金をくれる経営者はいませんから。
No. No way. It's a shame, but it's true.
ですからたくさんやらなければいけないことがある中で、それらをどのようにこなすかが重要なのです。
That's fair.
そしてそれは人間関係にも言えますよ。
Oh my god, I wonder if this is going to be some sort of advice that he's going to use a lot.
さて、おや、なるみくん、あなたはもう上がりの時間を過ぎていますね。どうもお疲れ様でした。
Yeah, I mean, I think he was saying in general, but I don't think he was necessarily saying about them. But at the same time, I mean, he could be thinking that Hayase is, or at least the person that Daikuji mentions, banging his girlfriend, etc. Could be mentioning that she's not well, because firstly, she's not really coming to the restaurant much, and, well, she never normally would be coming to the restaurant, but, so I don't know why I said that. Anyway, well, maybe it could be that he thinks it's Hayase who is unwell, and obviously that's the person that he needs to see, i.e. the person that Daikuji has been mentioning when saying that Takayuki has been banging his girlfriend. It's interesting that the amount of times we're seeing Hayase is really decreasing in a night. Yeah, fair. Oh, I know, it's really, really intense. I mean, obviously you've got work to do, which is... depends on it. This is the thing that kind of sucks. You're never guaranteed how intense work is going to be. I suppose it kind of happens with all jobs, but I think in particular hospitality, because of the fact that you never know how busy a place is going to be. It's just pot luck. You could have prepared for... well, I don't know, you could have prepared for 10 and you get 50 or 60 people coming in, for example. I don't know. You could have prepared for a really quiet day and then loads of people come in. What was the manager's name again? I forgot. Sakiyama is obviously his surname, but... Kenzo. Right, okay. Yeah, but it's interesting. But to be fair, I mean, he does have so many things you have to do, and this is kind of like a reflection on life in general, really. There are so many things that you need to do. You need to constantly balance them. It's just like juggling a million things at once, which I'm totally guessing at the moment, which is a bit of a pain, but yeah, that's just life, I suppose. And how well you can juggle all these things kind of determines how well, what you're going to get out of your life, really. I just find it really interesting that Mitsuki is getting progressively more distant from us. It feels like that. But then again, I mean, it's not the case that Mitsuki is going to come in every night. It could just be that. But I don't know, just in light of what's recently been happening, I kind of get the impression that there's a possibility it could be connected. That is a good point. Oh shit. Oh my god. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. And she's not said a fucking thing to us. I mean, we've had an event like this happen, and then even though Mitsuki is meant to be our boyfriend and... our girlfriend, you fucking idiot. Even though Mitsuki is meant to be our girlfriend and the person that is the most important to us, She said nothing about something this big. Yeah, you need to think about that, man. You really do. Fuck. Exactly. Oh, so it's just gonna be a cliffhanger, okay. Monday. School time. Alarm clock time. No Mitsuki. I love those ellipses. Just Takayuki spending time processing what the hell is around him. You could, to be fair, but I will predict what's going to happen. He's going to go back to bed and then he's going to wake up. I don't know, like maybe half an hour or just a really small amount of time before his shift. Oh, he won't. Oh, shit. I totally agree. Going back to sleep is a risk. Oh, it's exhausting because he hasn't done it before. Even though this is the work that he's usually used to doing, he hasn't done a shift like this. And maybe the lunchtime period is more intense as well. Yeah, that must be annoying. Oh, you have so much customer interaction to do as well. I would not want to do something like that. Yep. I can definitely see that. I feel the same sometimes. Oh god, so he's doing this because other people are either slacking or... Well, surely the other staff are making the sandwiches that people were going to serve? Arseholes, fuck them. That's so annoying. Oh my god, I hate it when that happens. I used to have that happen quite a bit last year in my part-time job. I really hope we complain to her. Oh, that's fucking boring. We don't complain to her. We keep working in silence. That's really boring. Damn. Well, it wouldn't get you anywhere, but it would be fun to see. Yeah, fair enough. And to be fair, an argument and feeling exhausted is not something you want when you need to see Haruka afterwards. I mean, let's be honest, those meetings that he has with Haruka, they're probably emotionally taxing enough. Oh my god, I'm so excited to see an indication of what's happened with Hayase. Wow, I really do wonder. Fair enough. But to be fair, I mean, you are spending time that you could be using to serve customers on arguing with a colleague. I mean, I'm sorry, but it's busy and you have a shit ton of work to do. I don't even know if you can afford that time. But at the same time, I mean, it's really low on her to slack. You should tell the manager. Get her in trouble. Fair enough. I wonder how it's either everything bad happening in his job or the customers giving him karma and complaining to him. Yeah, I feel like that too. Oh my god, I did a breakfast shift for the first time and fucking hell, it was so brutal. Yeah, I kind of felt like this too. I can't remember. So I've tried out 2 new shifts. Like there's an 8-hour shift, a 3 to closing shift, and also a 7-hour breakfast shift from 8 to 15 or 3 p.m. whatever. Yeah, and my first 3 p.m. shift wasn't too brutal, but my first breakfast shift was very difficult. I like that. Yeah, it could be any day, but it's your first day. Oh my god, I know. Yeah, so you have a really taxing day of work, and then you have a hospital visit. Who hasn't thought this at least once? Oh god, it's all a big stress.
お忙しいところ悪いのですが。
Wait, what?
ディナーのスタッフから遅刻すると連絡がありまして。
Oh, you should just give him the finger and say, fuck you, I don't need you, I'm gonna power through the afternoon, do it all by myself. Oh my god, that's an absolute nightmare. To be fair, he is not one to talk. They don't give a fuck. To be fair, that is a good point. I mean, it's just, this is the thing that I hate about industries like this so much. You are fully interdependent on other people. Wait, what? He's literally talking with the manager? God, I'd hate to work with somebody like this so much. If I had somebody like Takayuki in my job, I would have left instantly. Yeah, seriously. Well, yeah, because he asked him to go there. Yeah. Her face.
大人気ですね。
God. I would not want to be popular with people like Daikuji. That's an insult more than a compliment.
あ、ここにおられましたか。それにしても、皆さんお揃いでどうかなさいましたか。
Everybody's slacking even though it's a busy day.
「話をするにはこの方が好都合ですね。実はディナーのスタッフから遅刻すると連絡がありまして。
即刻クビ。
My God. I mean, if that was the case, why is Takayuki not fired? He should be fired 400 times over.
まあ、それも考えたのですが。
Dude, they were late once. You were late to your first 2 shifts as well. You can't do that. What? Well, he can, but it wouldn't be very fair.
ひとまずこんな状態ですので、どなたかお一人残ってもらいたいのですが。
can still make an excuse if he needs to be late, but at the same time it's not ideal for him. Yep, I totally agree. Yeah. Oh god, I know. Now, two people who are the worst at communicating and working together are going to have to negotiate something, because Daikuji is actually not going to have to be lazy for once. Yep. Well, to be fair, I don't really think it would be too big of a problem, but at the same time, it's still not something you want to do. And also, she might fall asleep as well. That would just mean you have a totally wasted train ticket. And obviously time, too. Oh my god, I wonder when we're going to next see Mitsuki.
何見てんのよ。誰が照れるかボケー。キモいこと言うなや。
Mayu's finding it funny, I don't blame her. You wouldn't, but...
バカにするなさ。私はいいんですか？
玉野さんはまだ慣れてませんから上がって構いませんよ。もう時間みたいですしね。
わかりました。それで兄さん。
This is gonna work out well.
断固拒否。
Yep, point proven.
兄が悲しくて、この私が下僕の願いを叶えてあげないといけないわけ。
Right, well, I mean... because you are a human being, and sometimes human beings can help other human beings? Just a hypothetical thought.
それで私に何の得があるのさ。
Oh my god. Oh well, if that's how she's going to think, Takayuki is... Actually, to be fair, he could bribe her.
兄よ。兄マジになってるさ。
Because he actually has something to do. I just think it's so hilarious that it's as if Takayuki being serious is a rare occurrence, that she actually needs to point out the fact that he is getting serious.
ボケーっとしてないで、さっさと上がりなさいよ。
That was not what I was expecting.
目の前から消えろって言ってるのさ。兄さん。
Are you feeling okay? Yes, we do that choice. That's nice.
ですと文句があるならお前が残れ。先輩、お先に失礼します。
はい、お疲れ様でした。
待てこら。
Oh well, that was not what I was expecting. Daikuji actually... I find it really interesting that Daikuji has just done that. I mean, she is somebody who she's done a kind thing to Takayuki, and yet at the same time she's really disguised it with being so irritated and seeming as if she is very annoyed in order to disguise the kind act that she has done. I really wonder if she actually has the hots for Takayuki. in a weird way. I mean, if you have the hots for somebody like Takayuki, I think how she acts is not very suitable. Let's just say that. But, oh well. I don't know. God, yeah. Yeah, and it is really weird just to think about the progression of time. It must be... Time goes very quick. And I mean, especially when your life has been hit by an incident like this, I suppose. You just kind of lose the sense of time, really. I don't know. I feel like if I was in an incident like this, I'd just forget about the passing of time and I'd just focus on the incident. And it would destroy you. The thing about Takayuki that's scary is his reactions are very, very realistic. And if I'm going to be honest, I'm actually quite scared about what's going to happen with Mitsuki and Takayuki. I think there's going to be a breakup happening soon. I'm sorry, I just think all of the seeds have been sown for a breakup. I just really get that impression. Oh god. Oh my god, it's Akane in her old school uniform. That just looks so weird.
Whatですか? 何しに来たんですか?
Going to see Haruka? What does it look like?
あの人と別れたってことですよね?
Okay, it's a bit unusual that she's asking this.
姉さんが成美さんを必要としているように、成美さんも姉さんを必要としてるって。
Yeah, and I totally remember.
ことですよね。
I remember all of this. Akane just saying that these are the conditions required for her to actually let Takayuki come and see Haruka. Yeah. Yeah.
じゃあ何しに来たんですか? 単なる義務感なら必要ありません。
Well, she doesn't want to, but at the same time, does she really have that much of a say over what happens with Haruka? It's Haruka, it's not you who's being affected. I mean, is the amount of possession that she is influencing over her sister right? It's just selfish, and if anything, it's going to influence her really quite badly as well, because obviously, as a result of all of this, Haruka's not going to be happy. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. How do you respond to that? Yeah, that's really well said, actually, yeah.
何ですか? 現実って。
Yeah. That's fair.
わかりました。たとえ成美さんの気持ちがどうでも、姉さんにとって成美さんは特別な人ですから。
Well, that is true, yeah. Yeah.
大切の意味。
Yeah, that's fair.
うまく綺麗な言葉ではぐらかされたような気もしますけど。成美さんをもう少し信じてみます。
Genuinely impressive.
姉さんのために。
Of course.
でもあの人に
Oh god.
学校に来るのだけはやめるように言ってください。
Wait, what?
土曜日に来ました。
The fuck? Why? Yet another thing that she hasn't told us about. What the hell? That's really dodgy. But why is she going there? Is it because she wants to talk to Akane about something? I mean, okay, it's fine. She can do whatever she wants in her life. It's just, it's so weird that something as big as this, that she must have made a really quite essential decision to do, she hasn't told Takayuki about.
さあ、ただじっとプールを私の方を見つめていただけです。
That's really odd. And if anything, I really do wonder if she's considering about just what she has done with her life and the potential she had. The potential she had to really start her life up, and the potential that now she hasn't really got. I mean, maybe she could restart her life, but it would be very difficult. Oh my god, that's unusual.
私はあの人とは同じにならない。なりたくない。だからあの人に見られたくないんです。
That's fair. I mean, she's probably regretting this, and also she's reminiscing, I think.
「いいえ。何ですか？」母から何を聞いたか知りませんけど、変な干渉はいりません。
Yeah.
失礼します。
That's really unusual, yeah. Yeah, of course.
あ、なるみさん、こんにちは。
Oh, it's Hotaru. Oh my god, so that was really unusual.
あの人と別れたってことですよね。
Yeah. I like that. I mean, you don't necessarily have to make the decision to be with Haruka, but he has feelings for Haruka, and he's staying here and obviously helping Haruka because of the fact that he has said feelings. And yeah, it's not going to work itself out all at once, and unfortunately it feels a bit odd to say, but there's no simple answer to all of this, which, I don't know, I suppose you could think about the fact that Akane is trying to kind of assign a simple answer to it. She's thinking that it's either your feelings are decided or they aren't, but no, he needs to decide his feelings himself. Oh, I just think it's so interesting to learn about Hayase's actions. I mean, firstly, the increased amount of alcohol consumption, but secondly, she's gone to Haruka without telling us, and she's also come to Akane's school to watch her swim, which obviously she's taken up. She's probably going to be as good as Hayase. Or maybe she won't, I don't know, but she'll be near that level. But the only thing is, obviously, she will continue it probably rather than stopping it, like Hayase did. And I bet you anything Hayase is just wondering what happened in her life and what went wrong as well, I suppose, and what changed. And she's just kind of reflecting on whether what she did is the right thing or not. It's a bit of an ugly area we've gotten to here, because I think she's properly regretting going with Takayuki and obviously giving up her swimming as a result of it. So Saturday, we have not seen Mitsuki on Sunday whatsoever, and Saturday was the day she got drunk, right? Hello everybody. Shut up. Bullying myself. So obviously right, okay, we should get an indication of which day it is soon. Come on. Come on. Oh my god, everything's gonna change. Right. Just gotta... Oh, this video player's not the best. Oh, here we go. Right. Oh, so the day where Hayase was drunk and they went into a love hotel was Friday. Right, okay then. Yeah. Yeah, and my god, it was really interesting. She was totally drunk. She was really craving physical affection, and yeah, she was just totally scared about just how the bond with her and Takayuki was going to continue, really. Yeah, and then just want to check. Yeah, I just... Yeah. Oh, it's quite brutal. Yeah. I want to say that the signs for Mitsuki breaking up and realising how this is all gonna go, they're totally here. Fully. Oh, what's gonna happen, man? I'm interested. The first thing you ask Haruka is what Mitsuki said to you. Or, well, not the first, because that'll make it seem like it's an emergency, but the last. Oh my god, wait, hang on a second. Oh, fuck! I've not put two and two together. What if Haruka knows that they're in a relationship, and what if Mitsuki has told them? Oh, this is going to be interesting. Yep. You could have taken it off before going to the hospital? Or got changed in the toilets or something? Yeah, good one. And I mean, to be fair, he does need to go to the train station in order to get here anyway, so it's perfectly reasonable. Oh my god, that's hilarious. I just really wonder with these nurse routes how Takayuki is probably going to have an affair with all of these nurses for, I suppose, I don't know if he's going to abandon Haruka, but he might he will abandon Mitsuki, I'd assume. I just don't get how it would happen though. I'm really excited to see how they occur, and also I'm particularly interested in the nurse route with Manami Homura Manami. I swear that's her name. Yeah.
よくないです。私たちだけ見れないのは不公平です。あ、光月先生なら屋上です。
Is he going to the roof? He is.
やあ青年、元気？若いうちはいろいろあるわね。
Oh my god, this is a weird thing for her to begin with. Ah. Oh, okay. Yep, that is totally reasonable. Because emotions... If I'm going to be honest, I think Akane is being fair to a certain extent, but completely ridiculous to another extent. Her concern about Hayase looking at her is totally reasonable. But apart from that, I think a lot of her judgments are really reliant on emotions. And I mean, of course she can't help them. It's cruel to think that maybe she would be a little bit more logical, because she's been hit so badly with this. It must be so difficult. So of course she's going to be prone to emotions. I can't look down on her for that, even though she is a total... I mean, she's been a total arsehole to Hayase in particular.
見えたの。
Dude, what is this translate? Why does it say not deliberately? Yes.
から知った風なこと言って
When does
る
it
と
even say not
10
deliberately?
年後
There?
に後悔するわよ。
She literally just said mieta no.
見えたの。
Yeah. That literally just means I can see. Right. Is there something I'm missing, or?
今から知った風なこと言ってると10年後に後悔するわよ。まだまだいろいろありすぎるのよ。
I agree. Yeah. Yeah, there really is.
あなたが今日から夕方に来るようにしたのは正解。妹さんが昔の制服着たのも正解。そのうち髪のことも考えないとね。
Oh my god. Yeah. I wonder how they're going to change it.
気づかない方がおかしいでしょ。
Yeah. I totally agree. Yeah.
本当のこと言わなきゃいけないのかもしれないわ。
Yeah. And they have absolutely no idea how she would cope with the truth, and if she would be able to cope. Because let's be honest, these people are in really bad circumstances, and they are very vulnerable. So if they have stress and they have anything bad going on, maybe they could just lose faith in everything. Especially because of how vulnerable a position she is in. And also the shock as well. It's not right to force that on somebody. But at the same time, it's not right to lie to their face repeatedly. But is it? If it's for the better good of her. Or the greater good of her, even.
怖い？
I don't understand. What? I would have thought that this here would be, I don't know, Takayuki staring at Kozuki in a very odd way. But no, he's contemplating something.
「とにかく行きましょうか。こんにちは。
So I find it interesting what she says here. Well, I mean, I don't think he's acting like he knows everything, like he's the person who is above everybody else. But at the same time, I mean, I wonder who could be doing that. Maybe Akane, I suppose, because of the fact that she's thinking that her view is the only one that's right. Really struggling to see what Takayuki thinks. Yeah, it's a big danger, it really is. I really do wonder when they are going to tell Haruka the truth, and if they are going to tell the truth. I mean, I'm sorry to say this, but is she even going to live to a point where she can learn the truth? I mean, I hope so. She is looking like she is in a good sense of recovery. I'm just genuinely surprised that, well, I mean, she has bad brain problems now, but I'm just quite surprised that she's not in a worse state, if I'm going to be honest. I mean, it's good, but at the same time, it's really odd.
お兄ちゃん。
Oh, yep, Akane putting up a front.
高之くん。
It's all for Haruka. Okay, so she doesn't necessarily look upset or worried or anything. And let's be honest, Akane would have given us hell if Hayase had told Haruka about the relationship, and then she would have told Akane, obviously, and yeah, things would have got very, very, very ugly. Yeah, it's swimming or drama for Akane. That's where she'll specialise, I swear to God. Nah, I'm just kidding, but still.
今ね、賭けしてたんだよ。
Oh God, let me guess, it's just going to be something that will really subtly poke fun and bully him.
お兄ちゃんとさっき入り口で会ったでしょ。だからあと何分で来るかって。
I mean, if he was fat, maybe it would be bullying him because he can't walk quickly. I don't know. Like really fat, but Takayuki is not fat. To be honest, I don't think I've ever seen a fat visual novel protagonist. Why is everybody in okay, the only fat people visual novels that I can think of are in Umineko. Umineko spoilers, but I suppose let's just say the Ushinomiya family, for example. Kraus he's not exactly overweight. Maybe he's average, maybe tending towards overweight. Hideyoshi, obviously. Oh yeah, Nanjo, obviously, he's fat as fuck. I suppose all of the Ushinomiya kids, they're not necessarily... Wait, no, not Ushinomiya ever, no way. But... No, maybe not, actually. No, I think it's just Hideyoshi that's fat. And maybe Kraus as well, but... Yeah. Eva and Oz are obviously the opposite of fat, let's be honest here.
どうなったと思う？
Obviously. Of course we're gonna pick Haruka, right? Yeah, I thought so.
Eh, お兄ちゃんはお姉ちゃんのこと信じてるんだ。だってお姉ちゃん。
God, look how pissed off she looks.
あのね、高之くん。
She's got a really weird expression.
ごめん。へへん。賭けは私の勝ちでした。私、昔からこういうの弱くて。
She's really caring way too much. It's not something to apologize about.
Okane. お姉ちゃんに賭けで勝ったからお金ちょうだい。
Fuck off. Yeah, why does he have to pay?
お姉ちゃんお金持ってないからジュース代2人分そういう約束だったの。
Yeah, the deal that you just made up.
そう私とお姉ちゃんの。
Oh my god.
ごめん。
Yeah, she's really trying. Can I just mention, this feels like something she would have done before anyway, so I suppose it's kind of similar. But I do remember there was this one choice where we could buy her a soda in chapter 1. It is bullshit.
やった。
Oh, I totally agree. Yeah, yeah. And to be fair, if I'm gonna be honest, I think also it's just an excuse. It's not only an excuse to get a soda, I suppose, but at the same time, it's an excuse to get out of there.
ごめんね、高之くん。
Yeah, she really cares too much.
ありがとう。
I mean, she lost a bet. Obviously, Takayuki had to buy some soda. It's really not a big deal. Her choice is what made Takayuki have to pay with money out of his own wallet. It's the worst thing that could have possibly happened. No. It's a bit ridiculous. But oh well, at least Takayuki's there for her. I just find it really unusual to think about what's happening with her brain, if I'm going to be honest, because I remember when we were beginning to see her, her memory loss was unbelievable. I mean, if I'm going to be honest, I still think she has that element of the childish personality. But at the same time, I mean, I feel like she's definitely recovering with her memory loss, which is something I never thought I'd be saying, if I'm going to be honest, but okay. I am too.
だから早く学校行きたいな。
Oh god. Well, I mean, let's be honest here. If you actually think about it, I mean, what has she really done to deserve not being able to finish her education? I do wonder if they genuinely let her finish her education. But at the same time, obviously, I mean, it would be so obvious that she'd be older than everybody, and she would realise that she's 3 years, well, she's living in a world that's 3 years behind the actual world. And this is the most tricky thing about all of this, it really is. Because how the fuck are you going to tell her something like this? I mean, you can't really go to school now.
もうそこで恨みがましい目で見ないでちょうだい。
でもみんなに会いたいもの。
I know, how do you respond to that?
高之くんは大丈夫なの？勉強こんなところに来てて大丈夫？
He really is doing so much
真
for
面目な
Haruka.
話ちゃんとやってるの？昨日ね、平くんがお見舞いに来てくれたんだよ。
You've got to be kidding me. Has he been singled out that much? I thought Hayase came to see Haruka. Wait, hang on a second. No, wait. I'm getting caught out a little bit. So, yeah, so Hayase's come to see Haruka, and then Shinji's come to see Haruka. Just on their own. What a coincidence.
うん。
And they haven't told
予備校
Takayuki.
予備校で毎日大変なんだって。昨日もね、面会時間ギリギリになってひょっこり来たの。
Yeah.
平くんとね、
What about they talked
お
about?
話ししてあげて。毎日来れなくてごめんって言ってたから。予備校だから仕方ないし、全然気にしないよって言ったんだけど、それでもごめんって言うから。謝るのは私の方なのにね。平くんも美月もとっても忙しい時なのに。
So I'm actually really quite surprised because I remember Mitsuki. Sorry, I meant Shinji saying to Takayuki that he is the person that is least involved in this situation, and he is somebody who Takayuki can always go to if he has a problem, and yet at the same time he's seen Haruka and really apologized to her. Why are so many weird things happening? And I find it really quite unusual that Hayase seeing Hayase has seen Haruka, and yet at the same time we've heard nothing about their conversation. I mean, obviously that indicates that maybe nothing happened. It's just so weird that we don't know about this.
ごめんね。ありがとう。毎日高之くんの顔見れて。
It must be so lonely in an environment like this, and you're just constantly confined inside as well. You get to see so little of the world around you. It's awful. I mean, yeah.
でもね、高之くんも頑張らなきゃ。
I love that Kosuki is just looking at our conversation. She's just looking at us. In the distance, and it's as if she isn't even there.
そっか。ごめんね。私、ひょっとしたら白領代ダメかもしれないけど。でも、せっかくやる気になった高之くんには最後まで頑張ってほしい。
Oh damn. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. I mean, you have so much pressure, and obviously Haruka has possibly died. Even if you want to do it for her, you just feel as if you can't, and something like that, something you must have worked really hard for, and then just seeing that all go down the drain because of the fact that Haruka has had something awful to happen to her. And then just seeing something you've worked so hard for and failing, and yeah, it's rough, it really is. That's good, yeah. Fair. Ooh. The fuck was that static? Oh my god, so we're gonna get probably an explanation about everything that was going on with Shinji and Haruka. God, this is cruel as well. I mean, my god, it must be so horrible for Takayuki firstly to talk about all of this, even though he knows he's failed and he can't get the opportunity back. But also it must be horrible for Haruka. I mean, she knows nothing, and yet at the same time you just see life opportunities completely going away because she believes she's still stuck in the time period that was 3 years ago. I think that's really good, yeah. Yeah, but I don't blame him about finding... I suppose his life is just totally accelerating at a pace that's very, very sudden. Yeah, I see that. Yeah, but it's very upsetting for Takayuki, just the fact that there is nothing that is doing a good job of making his life feel peaceful, because everything is happening at such a fast pace, and obviously it's just difficult for him to keep up with everything. He's doing such a good job, I won't deny, but at the same time I can totally understand why it must be very hard to keep up with a pace like this. You've got to constantly keep yourself from, well, letting the pain show or showing any mistakes. You're gonna lie to through your fucking teeth to Haruka. You've got to deal with Akane. You've got to work, and you've got to deal with Hayase as well. I mean, it's just a train wreck. It really is. And if I'm gonna be honest, how he deals with all of this so well. I mean, he is an adult, I get that, but at the same time, I could never do this. I could really never do this. I would be so stressed. I really respect him, if I'm going to be honest. But he's doing everything he can for the people he cares about, and that's the best thing. Right, what's this going to be? Yeah, there was, yeah. What is this noise though? Oh. Alright, so it's only in the visual novel rather than in the backlog. Okay then. Or maybe he's in, I don't know, he's in some sort of busy urban area at the moment. Yeah, it's good that they're talking about this. He's still doing prep school 3 years later, fucking hell. Yeah, it's really good that. Yeah, but I see that. Yeah. Yeah, she understands why, but at the same time, does Shinji necessarily understand that Hayase understands? And my god, it must have been so awful just to see a total indication of just how much guilt Shinji is feeling as a result of all of this, and that's why he apologizes so much, just because of how much guilt he feels. But yeah, I suppose, to be fair, he's probably in his final, I don't know, is it 4 years you do at Japanese prep school? I've got no idea. Okay, so you can do 4 years of university, and then you can go to graduate school, and then you can get a master's degree. You get a bachelor's degree at university, and then you can do a PhD degree. And by the end of your studying, you will be fucking 27! If you do a PhD, that's ridiculous. God damn. But they vary via department and course. It's insane. Could potentially do 21 years of education. That's insane. But to be fair, after that education, I think it would be paying off very well if you did the right, things after. You could easily get a 6-figure salary. So yeah, he's in his second to last year. That is reasonable. If I'm going to be honest, the same applies to Takayuki. I mean, yeah, sure, Haruka does still feel as if Takayuki is her lover, but at the same time, I mean, is that really the case? This is the bad thing. Takayuki, he's not even realising it, but he's totally prioritising Haruka over Hayase. He's not even giving her, he's just forgetting about her. It's not even that he's intentionally doing anything, and that's the most deadly thing. That's why this relationship is ending end of this week, this relationship will be over. I'll bet you anything. I will not bet you anything. I will bet you like 1p. True, that's fair. Yeah, he needs the support.
Yeah.
No, I think it's really nice that Takayuki has totally fixed his insecurities. But ultimately Shinji is a really kind person, and obviously he doesn't want to let something like this happen. Agreed. No, I really don't. Who would not be thrown off by her attitude? And if I'm going to be honest, I think Akane is lucky in a way that really bad situations haven't been started. Because in all of these situations, the other person who has been having to deal with her, I won't say bullying, but her really mean remarks, they've handled it well. If people didn't handle it well, there would be very ugly situations happening. He still did the best he could, seriously. Yeah, it's hard to believe, but it is true. It's good that he's still in contact with his past friends, though. Yeah, that's nice. Nah, I don't think anybody could. Yeah, he's good, but at the same time, if he was in your blood, I think anybody would do what Takayuki did. It's not just him. He shouldn't use that as an excuse to bully himself. Oh, I like that, yeah. So he bends because he's a stronger person, whereas the weaker people break. Yeah, that's a really good outlook on it. Ooh. Oh, shit. Oh, this is gonna be exciting. It's his house, what?
分かってるわよ。そうじゃなくて、バイトどうしたのよ。何？へえ。嘘。
Why?
すごーい。
Haruka is so... Hayase is so putting up a front here, and it's just so painfully obvious. Oh. What a shitty translation.
嘘。
Yeah. Dude. Honto. What do you even mean by way? I mean, surely Honto there would mean really? I don't know, that is a really weird translation.
分かってるわよ。病院でしょ？うん。
Yeah, you could just tell the change in her tone.
あ、これ？まあバレちゃ仕方ない。しばらくここに泊まろうと思って。
I don't really understand why she's brought this massive bag to stay. Is something going wrong at home or something? I wonder. Yeah, fair. Oh my god, he's just totally being realistic.
何それ？即答。血迷ってなんかないよ。ちゃんと準備してきたんだから。
She's just totally forcing herself in. Why doesn't she want to stay at her home though?
仕 しばらく。
Right.
いいじゃない。休日とか普通の日でも夜とかいつも泊まってるでしょ。
I mean, she does, but at the same time, that's different to staying permanently. She's acting really weird.
じゃあ何が問題なのよ。
Yeah.
昨日ちゃんと言ったもん。で、二人で買い物もしたもん。何よ。
Yeah, he never would have been normally, to be honest. But to be fair, I don't necessarily know what the problem is, but I suppose it's just something that... I'm sorry, but it's a really big decision that she has just suddenly made herself. She's just forced her way in, and she's not even asked Takayuki. It's totally reasonable for him to be reluctant. It's ridiculous. I mean, if you're going to move somebody in, move in with somebody, at least tell them that you're going to do so before moving in. Maybe that'd be a good idea, I think. She looks pissed off. I thought I'd stop by. How long for? Oh. Few months! Yeah, exactly. It's a big decision that needs time to be thought about. Yeah, that too, yeah. Oh my god. To be fair, I will not deny this is a very realistic concern, especially considering he is a man. But at the same time, I mean, I'm sorry, but at the same time, things like these are perfectly reasonable. Somebody is moving in with you, you need time to think about stuff like this. And maybe, I don't know, more important stuff? Like, for example, bills, I suppose, food, alarm clocks, who's going to use what, I don't know, routines as well. Because the thing is, I mean, when living with another person, you've got to totally account for their routines and their habits and everything like that. Yeah, there's a lot of things that he should have had time to think about, but he hasn't.
いやらしい本とかなら捨てなくていいからさ。
What? How the fuck did she read our thoughts? Oh my god.
一緒にいようよ。
God, she really feels like somebody who is just totally putting up a front. She's becoming so dependent on us because she can't imagine life without us. So as a result of that, she's just doing anything she can to make it so that she is sticking with us. Exactly. Yeah. How could you say no? Oh yeah, that's... But I don't really understand why the company would care. I mean, I suppose obviously her address... Yeah, it's the address, I'd assume. You can't lie about where you live. I mean, surely that's illegal. But to be fair, I mean, if the company needs to, for example, mail something towards her that could be useful, what if she doesn't get the letter? And then what if she gets in trouble in work herself? She's doing herself harm here by not telling them the new address, but obviously she doesn't really want to.
Yatta! Arigatou, Takayuki!
Her front is so not convincing. It's just a shame that things had to come to a moment like this. What? Ooh.
Nani?
Oh god, he's gonna ask! God, I just think it's so funny that Mitsuki, she is trying her hardest to look as happy as possible and obviously to just keep up this act. But at the same time, I mean, she's probably inside feeling very, very insecure. Yeah. Yeah, you ask him. You ask her. You tell her. What is wrong? Feels like that gives the impression of something emergency like, if anything. Don't you think? Ah.
Gomen.
Yeah, there's the front. Totally going. Yeah, don't lie to a person that you're quite literally forcing yourself in the house of. As well as, obviously, in a relationship with.
Akane, なんか言ってた? So.
That is fair. Yeah. Yeah, and you can just totally see that guilt when she's going to the pool. Yeah. Yeah. I see that. Her actually talking to Takayuki and accepting what he is thinking with regards to Haruka and his feelings for Haruka and just why he is doing all of this as well. Actually showing us a bit of trust.
ごめん。いろいろ言われたでしょ。何？
Yeah, I know. Good question. Oh god, she's looking for alcohol, don't even.
高之、今日は何作ろうか。これから買い物行こうと思うんだけど、高之も一緒に行こう。好きなの作ってあげる。やだ。なんでもないわよ。
Clearly, as if she's this defensive about it. Yeah, he's being totally reasonable.
言ったって怒る。
Well, he still needs to know. What is this sprite with Mitsuki? She looks so odd. Yeah, I agree.
じゃあ、いつなら早くないのよ。
I mean, she wants this relationship to happen. Look at what she's doing. She's forcing herself in. She's doing anything just to preserve their relationship. No. Yes, she is doing anything to preserve their relationship. She's doing anything to make it so that Takayuki forgets about Haruka, like what happened, like what was beginning to happen before she died. No, she died before. It was as if she had become resurrected, even. Yeah.
はるかが嫌な想像だけど、あのままだったら一生言うのは早いわけ。
Okay, yeah, that's reasonable. I was thinking more she was concerned about the future of the relationship. How long would too soon be? Maybe there is a time soon where where nobody will be able to say this, but to be fair, that is a reasonable point. I mean, no, I'm sorry, but you can't let, in situations like these, I think you can't let your own desires get in the way of reality. Because Haruka needs to get better. You can't just tell her that, you can't just tell somebody who's vulnerable, who doesn't even realise that 3 years have passed, that so much has changed, that it's as if Takayuki has been cheated on. You can't tell her that. That's so cruel. You need to wait for her to realise, and then you need to tell her. It might be too soon for the rest of her life, but at the same time, what's better for her as a human being? She's being too selfish.
じゃあ
度はるかに何が起きたらその時になるわけ？はるかがたとえ普通に戻るとしても、それはいつのことなのよ。1年後？10年後？それまで高雪今のままでいるの？
I mean, to be fair, she does have a point, but at the same time, it's not a nice thing to keep up. But at the same time, I mean, it is a tricky one. But at the same time, even if you do think like this, you are kind of being selfish. Do you want to destroy her for the sake of your relationship? Wow. God. So it looks like I'm thinking very similarly to Takayuki. Yeah, totally reasonable. I mean, she was going to say, but then she decided not to, and she reconsidered, which is good. But at the same time, if Takayuki hadn't have meddled, and he hadn't have realised... Sorry, if he hadn't have meddled with this situation, when would Hayase have told Haruka? If Haruka realised, she would be destroyed. Everything would go wrong. Because, let's be honest, it's only a matter of time after learning something like this that she'll learn that either she'll think that Takayuki is a cheater, or she will learn that 3 years have passed. If she learns that 3 years have passed, anything could happen. I have no idea what would, but at the same time I can't imagine it being anything good.
To
be fair, that is actually a good point. I mean, if you are actually looking for a person, I suppose. Well, to be fair, yeah, I see that. I mean, Takayuki is doing this for the emotions of Haruka as well. But at the same time, it is kind of selfish because he needs to check how he feels about Haruka. That's actually reasonable, but at the same time, Takayuki is changing, obviously. But to be fair, Hayase normally would not be like this, and she would be... She has grown a lot more fucking hell, she's grown a lot more selfish. Just look at how she was 3 years ago.
Takayukiのこと一番に考えてるもの。高雪辛くないの？あんなはるかを目の前にして、茜にはいろいろ言われて、自分の時間もままならなくて。
It may hurt, but at the same time, what would hurt more, seeing all of this, or saying no to continuing to fight?
辛そうだよ。最近の高雪はいつも疲れた顔してる。何か考えてる？高雪に黙ってやろうとしたことは悪かったと思ってるけど、 でも言ったら止めるでしょ。
Well, that's ridiculous. You couldn't have known about it, sure. Oh, wait, hang on a second. I misread that. Well, of course.
それじゃあ意味ないじゃない。自分のことに気づいてるかどうかもわかんない高雪に従ってたら何も高雪のためにならない。
Yeah, that's fair.
高雪、そんなに遥の方が大事？
Yeah, that's the answer. Yes is the answer to that.
自分を投げ打って遥のために思ってるの？本当に？ じゃあ見てる。高雪のこと見てる。いいでしょ、もう決めたから。ダメって言ってもダメ。
God, she's really, really being possessive. It's reasonable that she is, to a certain extent.
ダメ？
God, that was really not something I was expecting to see. Wow. Oh, let me guess now, it's just going to be as if nothing has happened.
ねえ、高雪起きて。7時半。おはよう。
Hayase really looks like a nurse with her uniform, or is that just me? Yeah, very interesting argument that they just had, because if anything, it was actually really not what I was expecting it to be. I was expecting it to be Haruka having real concerns about the fact that Takayuki was developing feelings for Haruka. At the same time, I think that I was kind of missing with this plot is there is a clear indication of just the fact that Haruka is not being seen by Takayuki because of the fact that Takayuki loves her. It's more because of the fact that it's an obligation, it's a duty, and it's something that he needs to do. And there's always a clear indication, and Haruka is being totally reasonable. I get that Takayuki is doing... Oh, I get that Takayuki... Okay, there is... I think with stuff like this, there is a bit of a worry about the future of their relationship, of course. Why? Why will you be watching him, huh? Why? But at the same time, I mean, I get the impression that with a lot of this, their relationship, I forgot what I was going to say. But yeah, I like this, yeah. Yeah. He needs to keep his current life and he needs to put himself first. Which is very hard to do considering how much he feels his emotions are tied to the well-being of Haruka. But at the same time, he needs to do it. And the thing is, I mean, the thing that's really quite deadly about all of it, yeah. And it is interesting just seeing him being totally exhausted and him being, like Mitsuki says, a total mess. Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting that out of all of this, it really is, the theme of this is Mitsuki putting Takayuki first. Which is honestly something I really wasn't expecting. I thought all of this was going to be entirely selfish. But at the same time, she's doing a lot of this for us. But at the same time, let's be honest, that also means she's doing a lot of this so that the relationship can continue as well. So I suppose there's an element of selfishness in it. But at the same time, it's not as big as I thought it would be. But yeah, I totally see what Mitsuki's saying. I mean, it's ridiculous that she has told everything. She was thinking of telling Haruka without asking us first. I mean, that is totally selfish, and that's just something that you can't have any defense against. But at the same time, I mean, what she is saying, how are you going to be able to keep this up in the long-term future? I mean, is it really something that's good for you? You're fucking exhausted. It's stressful. You're interacting with arseholes like Akane. I mean, Akane, there is progress of Akane, but at the same time, I mean, just having to deal with somebody that exhausting. Like I just said, it is exhausting. Yeah, actually a really interesting conversation here. And I think as well, there's just that hint of insecurity about whether Takayuki is developing feelings towards Haruka. I mean, for example, Hayase asking to move in. And secondly, like, despite work being harder and stuff like that, but also the other thing, oh yeah, I will watch you whenever you go to see Haruka. Yeah, it's deadly. Oh, it's going to be really interesting to see how this develops. I'm just going to take a little break. Right, I won't really read much more tonight, but yeah. See what's going to happen today. It's 7:30 though, dude. That's the time I don't normally get up at 7:30. I normally get up at 7 to 8:30. Honestly, I don't have any time. I wake up at 6 to 8:30. It just depends on how much sleep I've got the night. Sorry, when I went to bed the night before, to be honest.
私そろそろ会社行かなくちゃ。別にいいわよ、寝てたって。でも一度起こした方がよくない？
I do that sometimes. I wake up, look at an episode of anime, and then I read a chapter of my manga, and then if I'm feeling too tired, I go back to bed again. It's part of my routine.
「だって目が覚めて私がいなかったら寂しいでしょ?」まあ寝ぼけてるのは分かったわよ。でも洗濯物出すのは忘れないでね。着替えは出しておいたからね。それじゃ行ってきまーす。
I love how dead he is. That's hilarious. Nah, it's so rough. It really is. Alright, we'll read his shift and then stop reading. But my god. So he's going to have to deal with living in the same household as Hayase. He's never going to have time on his own, and I really get what he was saying when talking about just having a peaceful space and the just the frequency of that really decreasing. I mean, being with Hayase is really good, but at the same time, I mean, the amount of time you're going to have to yourself is going to decrease so much. I could not live like that myself. The fuck is a pilaf? I've never heard of that before. Dude, that was me thinking this place just served sandwiches. This looks so good. Looks like that paella food that some people have. It actually looks really similar to that. And I know what Caesar salads taste like, because I sometimes need to serve them in my part-time job.
あら、あの白いのがかかってるのを頼んだんだけど。
What white stuff? So funny. Oh my god, it's obviously I said nothing.
そうそう、それそれ。それを頼んだのよ。
Oh, that's so annoying. Well, maybe you'll get a free meal to yourself, if everything goes well.
もうしっかりしてちょうだい。
It's not his fault. Oh, wait, hang on a second. Is he the person? Oh, wait, no. I think he might be the person who also puts the orders through. Oh. Yeah, me too. This is hilarious. Oh, I can tell. Yeah, no, I get that as well, where you just find somebody annoying and then you just curse them in your head. Just think of a million ways you would want them killed. Well, to be fair, I don't actually think that. It's just kind of... I feel like I could think something like that. Yeah, no, I see that. Oh, God. Oh, so I don't know who puts in the orders, but he's done everything he can correctly. Then.
お客様の態度から真意を読んでこそのサービス業。そんな甘ちゃんな考えならこの仕事はやめることね。そのうち大怪我するわよ。
A true customer service professional would not have a ridiculous attitude like that, surely. Which choice? Yeah, fair enough.
やっと来たわね。まったく。
Yeah, fair enough. Mataku. Yeah. Yeah, good point. Oh, that's annoying. Oh wait, so he does put the food on the till, but that mistake he had with the pilaf being served, whereas the cream pilaf should be served, that was because of the fact that the chefs had made an incorrect meal. Yeah, I gotta feel bad for him.
あー、なんかかったるいわね。堂々とやる気のないオーラを発してるあんたに言われたくないわね。
Yeah, it is interesting that. Oh my god, that was more direct than I'd expect, but she is, of course.
なんですと？この私に向かってほざきやがったな、クソ野郎が。
She's properly toxic. I agree.
何呆れて物も言えなくなってるのさ。ふざけんじゃないわよ。私の方が疲れるさ。
God, this is really the last thing he needs. I can't tell if Ayu is a total bully or if she is somebody who teases Takayuki but has kind of like a weird connection going on with him, and weird. Maybe she teases him because she enjoys it, but at the same time, I don't know. I just feel like if she was a total bully, she wouldn't have taken Takayuki's shift yesterday. No, sorry, it wouldn't have taken the extension of his shift. I'm more tired than you are. Okay, to be fair, I don't know if anything's going on at home with somebody like Ayu. Wouldn't be surprised if there was, to be honest. She's not the nicest, but yeah. I think I wouldn't be surprised if Takayuki has more on his plate, but I just think it's interesting that everybody is saying that he's looking exhausted.
知っとけ、ボケ。先輩？まゆまゆ、どうしたさ？それが、あちらのテーブルの方がご指名です。
Why?
ご指名？はい。
Fue?
頭のいかれた客には教育が必要ね。
No, I disagree. If they're horny customers who want a female waitress because they are shitheads, let's be honest here, and they can't tell the difference between their perverted delusions and reality, then yeah, sure. a girl goes out, but then, oh, they realise that girls serving them isn't going to be what they thought it was. And just get a total perspective from Daikuji. I disagree.
ふざけんじゃないわよ。私の獲物に勝手に手を出
My
すなよ。
prey. Oh my god, she's totally gonna mess with these people. I'm excited.
安心しなさい。二度と社会復帰できないようにしてあげる。
Oh my god.
バカな男。
Oh well. There's our indication. Yeah. In other words, they are going to wish they haven't requested a female waiter. Can I just mention that Mayu is female? I think it's that they like Daikuji more. And she looks hotter or something like that, I don't know. Yeah, fair enough.
あ、はい、わかりました。
Yeah, that's actually reasonable because let's be honest, whatever's gonna happen here. If these are Higurashi spoilers, but if people like these are the type of people who go to Angel Mort, then yeah. Everything is better. It's Mayu's too young, basically.
Fair. いい声で泣いてもらうわよ。どこぞのクラブと勘違いしているようなホンダラにはちょうどいいでしょうが。
No, she can be. But the thing is, I totally agree. I actually agree with Daikuji here. She's gonna give him hell, and I think that's gonna be really quite funny. She's just gotta be careful because, I don't know, maybe she doesn't want to lose her job.
勘違いしているんですか？どこぞのクラブと勘違いしているようなホンダラにはちょうどいいでしょうが。わかりました。それでは、グラス磨きに行ってまいります。私も行ってくるから。
This is gonna be fun to see. I really hope we're gonna see how she responds to the customers.
それはどうかしらね。
Nah, I'm sorry, but I get that Ayu can be an absolute bitch to Takayuki. But I think just from interactions like these that they're more friends than bullies. Oh. Oh my god. That's not what I was expecting. Is this a shift she's on at the moment, or? Probably doesn't smell pretty though. I.e. cigarettes. But yeah, I see what she means. Let's see what he means. Yeah, I remember that too. Yeah. That's what I'm kind of thinking too. But to be fair, I mean, I'm sorry, but if you're a daughter of a rich family and you have enough money to buy something like that, just casually, and insure it as well, and yet you still dedicate your life to saving people and really, really helping people and being the best human being that you can after all of that. I mean, I fucking respect people like that. They so easily have the way out, and yet at the same time they continue not to do it. They continue to choose to live a life worth living. Oh my god, is she gonna notice? She must be livid. Oh no, he's just totally intruded. I mean, obviously he can't help it. He just looks at her and then he has a few thoughts. It's completely harmless, but God. Yeah, I totally see that. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it wasn't right for him just to barge in. Oh God.
やーは失礼じゃない？言ったでしょ。いろいろあるものなのよ。
God, so... I don't know what's going on with her, but it looks like something difficult is happening. Oh, I know.
長い人生、時間だけしか解決してくれないこともあるわね。
It's very applicable to Takayuki's situation as well.
"私の涙は安くないわよ。せっかく見たんだから、たまには自分の人生考えてみなさいよ。
Oh.
今日は行っていいわよ。鈴宮さんのところ。私は1時間ほど前に行ってきたの。ええ、これからは自由に言ってくれて構わないわ。
Yeah, he's properly gained her trust.
何かあったら報告してちょうだい。鈴宮さんの記憶はだんだんはっきりしてきたし、毎日私とあなたが揃っていったら不安になるでしょ。
That is fair. Oh, when is she gonna learn about the fact that she is 3 years ahead of what she knows today?
そう。実は私は何かとんでもない病気なんじゃないかってね。
she was, but at the same time, I mean, you've just got to make her as naive as
もち
possible,
ろ
and
ん
that's the awful
このま
thing.
ま順調にいってくれることが前提なわけだけど、少しずつやり方を変えていかないとね。
Fair. Oh
い
my
ずれ
God,
は
I know.
どうしても自分で気づいてしまうと思うわ。でもその時が来るまでは無理に教
We
えた
won't
りはしない
tell
で。
her. We will not tell her. Hayase.
え、どうぞ。
That's just an ideal. You can never know whether that will happen or not. Yeah. It was a really quite surprising scene around what's her name? Kozuki there. God. It's interesting whenever she links everything that is going on with Takayuki's life. You're only young once, you have these times to make the decisions and make it so that the feelings you decided really count. It's just interesting. I feel like she is definitely having something that is very difficult going on in her own life, and it's just interesting. It was interesting just to see how she was like with Takayuki there. It's just as if all of her issues were totally irrelevant because of the fact that Takayuki was more important, and she just totally cast aside all of her problems so that she could talk to the more significant issue at hand, i.e. Takayuki being there. And it's just interesting how quickly she changed. I mean, my god, people like those, they're properly used to putting up fronts, and it's just genuinely impressive how well they can do it, even if they're feeling upset. God, it's fucking weird, man. It really is. But it is interesting when, I don't know, for example, she looks, or maybe it's not something that has happened in her personal life. Sorry, that is happening now. Maybe it's something that has happened before, and this situation here reminds her of it to a certain extent. I don't know though. I really don't know. It's going to be interesting to learn. I mean, don't know what could have happened, but it's just interesting that she always says that to Takayuki, just the fact that they are young now and they can make mistakes and they are at liberty to do so. And I just wonder if a mistake has been made by her that has caused something very bad, that has then stopped a relationship from being able to happen. I don't know, it's interesting, and I hope we learn more, to be honest, because it seems quite cool. I just want to show you this CG, because this CG was properly cool. Where is it? What is Mayu and Daikuji? Yeah, I really like this CG. God, she looks so dejected though, she really does. She just looks like she's sick of everything. Yeah. Ending list. God, I wonder how long that's going to be when we've finished it. But, yeah, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.